I'm guessing. Do you feel empty? You talk about the things you want to do, but every single time you keep losing direction, straying away from the path you wanted. Or maybe it's something that keeps lingering in your mind, a thought, a memory that keeps replaying, making you empty, yet driven by rage, uneasiness, and blindness. For most of you, this may sound confusing, but how can we connect emptiness and forgiveness? Sounds new? Well, let me explain using Shoto Todoroki as an example. For those who don't know who Shoto is, he's one of the characters from My Hero Academia with a powerful and painful backstory about how he grew as a hero. He is the youngest son of Endeavor, and because of his father's obsession with reaching his goal, Shoto began his journey empty, in the sense that his hero's path was built only on proving he wouldn't use his father's inherited quirk. With that resolve, he was empty. He was cold. He wasn't living for something that could complete him. Here's the thing. Most people remain empty at their core because they trap themselves in something they shouldn't. That trap burns your identity to dust until you can't even recognize your authentic self. Emptiness stems from many things, but forgiveness is one of the keys that unlocks your true potential to live. But in what sense? Going back to Shoto, in his childhood, he experienced the absence of a real father figure, the warmth a child should feel. That warmth eventually ran out. It became a void that led him to reject his father's quirk, his acknowledgement, even his existence. You're not living when you do that. But at the same time, we shouldn't just deny what was lacking before. It already happened. We cannot change the past by thinking about it endlessly. Do not be consumed just because it happened. Don't let it define your real identity. You are not here to be a slave to pain, nor to let it be the only reason you live. What you need is forgiveness. It may sound gentle or absurd to some, but that's how Shoto grew in the series. From being only an ice user to becoming a hybrid of both hot and cold. What shaped Shoto was this. No matter how much he hated his father, he still chose forgiveness. Forgiveness toward the person who left him empty and angry. Because that's what you need for a breakthrough. To fill the void inside, sometimes you need that act of forgiveness. Maybe it's the last missing piece you need to pursue what you truly want. Our emptiness doesn't choose where it comes from. You don't need to erase it. You only need peace with it. And sometimes that peace comes from forgiving someone, or even yourself. That's what you must do. Forgiveness allows you to breathe, to see life from a new perspective. You own your life, so don't let it stay empty. Fill it with what keeps you alive, authentic, and growing. Going back to Shoto, he forgave Endeavor not because his father paid the price for what he did, but because Shoto needed to forgive himself, to break free from the things that chained him, and to become the kind of hero he could admire for himself. And maybe this applies to you too. If you feel empty, reassess yourself. Look at what's holding you down, because sometimes the single act of forgiveness is enough to ignite a flame inside the darkest void you live in.